Your smartphone, your electric car, even the energy that powers your home, all rely heavily on Africa. And yet, most people think of Africa as poor. How can the richest continent on Earth still be called the poorest? The answer lies in history, in science, and in economics. And what you're about to learn will change how you see the world. Africa is the richest continent in natural resources. Over 70% of the world's cobalt, vast gold reserves, oil and gas fields fueling global energy markets, rare earth minerals critical for technology. Cobalt powers lithium-ion batteries, the heart of your smartphone and electric car. Gold is in almost every advanced electronic circuit. Oil fuels industries, transportation, and electricity globally. And this isn't just about raw materials. Africa also has fertile land, freshwater systems, and biodiversity that support medicine, agriculture, and innovation. Here's where it gets personal. Every human alive today traces their ancestry back to Africa. Fossil records and genetic studies show that Homo sapiens emerged here over 200,000 years ago. That means literally we all began here, yet many teach a narrative that disconnects Africa from human progress. Science and history tell a different story. Africa is not just rich in resources, it is the source of life itself. In 1884, European powers met in Berlin. They divided Africa on maps, no African leaders invited. Borders were drawn without regard for cultures, kingdoms, or trade networks. Communities were split, kingdoms fractured, and resources were redirected to European markets. These colonial economic structures were not about development. They were about extraction, shaping a system where Africa provides raw materials but benefits little from manufacturing or processing. Those artificial borders still shape Africa today. They combined rival groups in single nations and split families across countries. Many economies were structured to export raw materials, not create local wealth. The effect? Africa remained rich in resources but was limited in economic autonomy. And despite all this, its culture, innovation, and resilience survived, waiting for a new era of empowerment. Fast forward to today. Africa exports raw materials, cobalt, gold, oil, rare earth minerals, but the processing happens elsewhere. Example, cobalt mined in Congo, shipped to Asia, made into batteries, shipped globally. Gold mined in South Africa, shipped for refining, integrated into electronics worldwide. America and other nations rely heavily on these resources, yet Africa often doesn't capture the full value. This is why the continent can be rich in resources but underrepresented in global wealth. There is hope. Today, Africa is uniting economically. The African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, covers 54 nations and creates the largest single market in the world by country count. Over $3 trillion in potential trade. This is the first step toward building Africa's manufacturing base, keeping more value inside the continent, and strengthening its position globally. Africa is not poor. It was interrupted. Its people are innovators, engineers, traders, and custodians of resources that power the planet. And here's a truth most don't hear. We are all connected to Africa, historically, genetically, and economically. Understanding this shifts your perspective from victimhood to agency, from dependency to potential. So ask yourself, if Africa powers your technology and energy, why aren't more people talking about its role? And who benefits most from this global system? Knowledge is power, and the more people understand Africa's true place in the world, the closer we get to equity, awareness, and change. In the next video, we'll reveal exactly who controls the value chain of these resources and why that matters for America and the world. Comment Part 2 if you wanted to break it down.